Welcome to No Match for a Blaster, a Star Wars role-playing podcast, Episode 12, Tie. I'm your returning host, fresh out of a slab of carbonite, Edo Davis. I'd like to open up by saying thank you to Bobby for covering for me and temporarily taking over hosting duties. As always, if you're new here, No Match for a Blaster is an actual play podcast featuring the Morality Plays crew playing the Star Wars role-playing system by Fantasy Flight Games. If you're enjoying the story so far, please consider reviewing us on iTunes. It only takes a minute, and reviews go a long way to help new listeners discover us. Well, I hope you're strapped into your favorite flight chair, because we return to the crew of the Aetheon just as things are heating up.
Previously on No Match for a Blaster. After the destruction of the Hosnian system, much of Hoban's population has evacuated in preparation for the coming war between the New Republic and the First Order. But when a shuttle from the Marathon returns with TIE fighters hot on its tail, the crew of the Aetheon are left to wonder if their expatriate former neighbors have really escaped danger at all, and whether it can protect those who remain from the impending invasion.
Someone get in the turret. She's got death in her eyes right now.
Cassie's going to throw herself into the co-pilot seat.
Okay.
I say we take out the ties first.
So it looks like the ties are coming down, but they're coming down towards the edge of town. And it looks like the shuttle is going straight for landing, and it looks like the two ties are circling it, trying to secure a landing zone.
That thing's got all the troops in it. Why don't we kill that first?
What do you think, Remy?
I'm the one about to roll for initiative.
All right. So,
oh wow! I just rolled fantastic, I guess.
Yeah, you did.
well, you rolled lots of advantages, but you only rolled one success. So right now,
Yeah.
Cassie has 2, you have 1. I don't actually have any successes. I have advantages. It's like two player slots, 3 bad guy slots, and then 1 more player slot.
Okay, I'm going to say that you're effectively at speed 0. I say you go up to speed 1, you get to them this turn, but you're only moving at speed 1. They are also only moving at speed 1 in circles.
All right. So if I go up to 2, that will be a maneuver, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think maybe Brandon should go first. Sorry, Remy should go first. So, like, you go, and then I'll start doing evasive maneuvers after you shoot. And that'll be 4.
I can co-pilot. That would get your evasive maneuvers one difficulty level easier.
Yes, but with evasive maneuvers, it is going to make it harder for Brandon to hit, too.
I mean, I can still co-pilot after, and then you'll have it for next turn. Throw in ideas. Because, I mean, yes, him shooting something down would be good.
So yeah, I'll just now I am kind of torn. Do I shoot at the TIE fighter or the carrier? Here's my thought. I would rather slug it out on the ground with some stormtroopers than take on 2 advanced TIE fighters with the
That's a good
condition our
thought.
ships in. So I'm gonna shoot one of the TIE fighters.
I'm going
So-
in that general direction and giving you a shot at whatever it is you need, so.
What is my difficulty?
Only one slot lower than you, so it should only be average.
Okay, so 2 purple.
All right, success and 3 advantages.
Sweet.
Yeah, what's the crit on our gun?
Medium mounted laser cannon, which does, it's 3 crit, we crit.
What's the damage
done that.
of the gun?
6,
And
and
a
it
crit.
does crit on 3.
Give me a percentile, because we have the vehicle crit chart.
Yeah.
The tie is jostled. A small explosion or impact of rocks on this vehicle. All crew members suffer 1 strain and are disoriented for 1 round.
Disoriented character adds a black die to all checks that they make.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take that.
All right, you fire the Aetheon's turret. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You sweep it across. You hit the newfangled tie. Pop, pop, pop as it sweeps across the structure of the tie and like hard jostles, but does regain its control.
Cool.
Okay.
On my turn, I would like to first punch it. So that does get some strain on the system, but I will take some of it. And then I will engage in evasive maneuvers. that means that any shot that they take at us upgrades difficulty. Likewise, any shot we take until the end of my next turn upgrades difficulty.
Okay, so a purple die on either you or them is increased to a red die.
Yes. Everything just got harder.
What speed are you currently going at?
I'm going at 4. I punched it.
They're still at 1. Okay. Bad guy's turn. TIE Fighter A is going to also punch it, and he'll take a strain, and that hurts him a little bit more. You're going at 4. He's also going at 4. No, I'm sorry, he's going to 5.
Ooh.
Ties go to 5.
They go faster.
So, he's going to fire at you. You guys are only 1 silhouette bigger than him, so it's only 2, but you upgrade it, so it's a purple and a red. I think that's it. 2 green, 1 black, 1 purple, 1 red.
All right. Dang.
Ooh.
It hit us with 3 threats.
So, it does pew, 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 you know, TIE Fighters. It will do a total of 7 damage. It's going towards your face. I think you guys have facing shields or something.
Yeah, we have shields.
It goes.
Yeah, we have front-facing shields.
Then it is hitting your front-facing shields.
So armor soaks 4, and so the shields, it's listed as 2, and it says defense next to it.
Oh, you have a. That's right. It gives you a defense, which means that you upgrade the difficulty of the bad guys.
No, it means I give them black
armor.
dice. So
Oh,
each
it's
one of
black dice,
defense
that's
adds a black die. So they actually rolled 2 more black dice.
Okay, 2 more black dice. Okay, so I'll redo that. So pew, totally misses.
Nice.
That's
And incurs threat.
that.
Holy cark.
4 failures and a threat. So he could... the way the Aetheon shields work, like there's this bloom of like bright red, like Mustafar lava coming off the top of it, and it kind of blinds him, and he does a little bit of a spiral off to the side as he's coming in at speed friggin' 5 towards you guys. And the next guy, he's going to come in. He's not disoriented. He still has a purple die upgraded to a red die, and I'm going to use a point. I'm going to upgrade a green to a yellow.
And is he shooting at the fore or the aft of our ship?
Gosh, he does not know y'all's ship. Yeah, so he'll come from a different place. He doesn't know your ship at all. He doesn't know the make or model. So he's like, well, that didn't go well.
He gets 1 black die then.
Okay,
for that.
sounds good. 1 green, 1 yellow, 1 black, 1 purple, 1 red.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
But he gets...
3 failures and 2 advantages.
Yep. His advantage... he's going to give you guys a black die on your gunnery. So he goes da-da-da-da-da-da, and it does still like flicker off of the shields. He actually targeted the turret that was shooting back, so all the light and everything blooms on the shields directly in front of Remy's turret, and so he's kind of disoriented. Okay. And the transport starts landing procedures. It will land next turn. Where it's landing, it's about 30 yards from where buildings start to happen. All right, PC slot.
Because I'm the only one that has a gun. What I'm going to do is boost our aft shields. This is 3 difficulty. I don't have any negatives to doing something like this because you're doing evasive maneuvers, right?
Everyone else has a black die to do stuff, which I've been forgetting. Everyone else still has 1 left, but you're clean.
Right, but I mean the evasive maneuvers.
No, I think that just affects shooting.
Yep.
Okay, just checking. Those are a whole bunch of advantages, but I did not succeed. So, all right, what do advantages do for me? So what I'm going to do, I will add a blue die to Remy.
Which will cancel out his black die.
And that will cost me 1. Yep. It will cost me 2 more to add a blue die to Cammy. So I still have 1 left over. Yep. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to notice a single important point in the ongoing conflict, such as a fatal flaw in an enemy ship course or a weak point on an attack speeder. So
TIE Fighters don't jump into hyperspace, right? And part of that is they don't have the hyperdrive engine. The other thing is they also don't usually have hyperdrive computers, which also need to have astrogation and then usually an astromech droid, right? That kind of stuff is part of it. You can't just slap an engine onto a thing and you're like, ooh, I'm a jet engine, wow, right? So that means that that's not the only, like, it's not just that it has an engine and it looks a little weird, but there's also something else, and you know that a TIE fighter, even with all the souped up stuff, doesn't have the computing power to do its own astrogation on that level. You know, you don't know if the thing that relays the information about the astrogation stuff is on the transport or if it was a one-way trip when it was sent. But you know there's probably an outside way to communicate with these advanced TIEs astrogation hyperspace engines, and you can probably mess with them.
How does that help us win this?
Because you could try and do computers and find that signal and, mess with their hyperdrive.
I will try to do that then.
Back at the top, PC slot.
I would like to gain the advantage.
Okay.
It is a hard difficulty because they are going one faster than us. She gave me a blue.
Yes.
Which means that if I succeed until the end of my next turn, they can't gain the benefits and our vehicle can't suffer the penalties of evasive maneuvers.
Okay, sounds good. So
all right, 2 successes and an advantage.
So you succeed. So, you guys already know that they're trying to protect the transport.
Okay. And it's my turn. And guess what I'm aiming at? The transport. Okay, so Claire gave me a blue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Cassie gave me a blue. I'm going to aim, so that's another blue. Boom.
Okay. Yep. Ooh.
Triumph and an advantage.
Wait a second.
I don't think it succeeded, though.
Yeah, because you have 1 failure. So you have a triumph, but you do not succeed.
So what great thing happens without you hitting them?
Okay, so I hit them. It just doesn't go through their shields, and instead it jostles them enough to where they are not able to land.
Or I can make them have to, repel out of the ship, which might be cool, too. You can fire, and you hit, essentially, their landing gear, so that the transport actually can't land.
Okay, so it's still a turn before they can bail out.
Yeah, but it's just fluff.
Yay, do it.
Bad guys. Ty that's hurt comes back around, and he will try and stay on target. 0 on a target, upgrading the attack check by 1 to hit and be hit.
Okay.
Which means instead of 2 green, he's going to go for green and yellow.
Mm-hmm. And he still gets a red die.
Yep. So he gets a red die.
Sure.
Up you.
All right, miss with an advantage.
His advantage will be he'll strafe fire and relay to his other guy to try and strafe on the same side. The other tie will also stay on target, so he takes the negatives. He's going to hit your aft because that was a little better. And pew.
Failure.
Oh my gosh! My guys are terrible. I gotta get in there. Okay.
They're TIE fighters,
They are TIE fighters. They're advanced TIEs.
Yeah, but they're still TIE fighters.
The transport vessel wobbles, and it has little bird legs, and they're all kind of crumpled in, oh no! And it just kind of hovers for a moment. It hovers about 10 yards above, so they throw the ropes out, and they come out of the mouth of the goofy TA shuttle. All right, 3rd PC slot.
This whole jump, hyperspace, computer, if I slice the enemy's computer, can I mess with it then?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Okay.
So 2 successes and a threat. I mean, if I can take strain, I'll take the strain.
All right, how do you take strain at your computer console?
Do you know how hard I'm struggling to A, hold on, and B, hack this thing?
All right, you get motion sick. You might puke.
And I'm just straining my brain just to hack into this stupid thing.
Carpal tunnel. Oh no, get the Bengay.
But that's 2 successes.
Yep.
So what can I do?
So you hack into it. Which one are you going for?
The one that's not damaged.
Okay, you go for the fresh one. You go into the fresh one. You're hacking into it. You see the some of the subroutines. It looks like Pilot himself does not initiate the jump.
Then can I initiate the jump for him?
You can't fully initiate the jump because there's this he has to still put it in the correct flight prep. He has to essentially, it's so much of a drain of almost every single system that when these new ties, when they're preparing to jump, they essentially everything gets turned off. Atmosphere, life support, everything. They are living off of off of their suits' internal stuff.
Can I have it spool up as if it's going to jump so it sucks the power from everything else?
So what usually they do is they allow control for all systems to go dead whenever this happens. With you essentially draining it at the same time, you can try and turn off... let's see, you got 2 successes. I'll say you can turn off one of his systems. So he'll be flying straight, he won't be able to shoot...
Okay, then I'll shut off his guns.
Okay, you shut off his guns. He'll start to do a sweeping shot just for cinematic, and then the second his crosshairs start to cross over the ship, it just goes, and nothing happens.
Works for me.
But you can do a woo if you want in your computer
No,
chair.
no, this isn't the time for that. You've got to... there are dramatic moments that require the woo, but this is not it. That's for sure.
It's going to require him to do a hard computer's check to bring it back. Who's going first?
I am kind of interested in trying out fire discipline. I don't attack, but I try to just give a blue die to Brandon attacking, essentially. So I'm going to try that. It is a 3 difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you want to target?
Let's target that carrier. It seems to be pretty important.
Roger that. All right, I got a success and a threat. I feel like the success is that she's telling him exactly the best time to get there. All right, I'm going to take us in. When I say go, I want you to fire.
What's your threat?
The threat is...
I mean, to me, this actually does make sense to take a strain because you didn't even... It's not a piloting check. It's a leadership check.
So I will take a strain.
Yeah, isn't strain about mental exhaustion?
Yeah, right.
And
I mean,
physical.
Yeah, and stress. Yeah, but I mean,
It's the stress of essentially to get down there, bypass these other 2 things that are shooting at her.
Exactly. It's a 3-on-1 dogfight. Yeah, I mean...
I believe Remy?
Yep.
What do you do?
Cassie tells you now.
I do that.
Difficulties 2. You're shooting in its aft or 4?
I guess I'll do aft again.
Okay. So it's going to be 1 black die for that. So 1 black for its defenses, another black because of your ship, but you were given a blue die, so it just turns back into 1 black.
There we go.
Okay.
oh,
All right.
nice.
Take care of stuff. Okay, so we've got 2 successes, a threat, and a triumph.
Very good. So how much damage do you do first off?
7? Or I don't know how the triumph factors into that.
That's a crit.
One of the examples is do something vital, such as shooting the destroying capital ship shield generator, but might suggest maybe you shoot at least a goodly portion of those soldiers.
Oh, I mean, that was totally my intent. That's why because I assumed they were all in the back of the ship waiting to run out or repel out or whatever. So that was why I was targeting that part.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, can the triumph get a bunch of bucket heads?
Roll me a d10.
4.
You see 4 crumpled stormtroopers roll out of the front of the mouth of the ship. So the first 2 shots of the turret hit the cockpit area and does a lot of damage, and the last one through a big chunk of the ramp, and it falls out from underneath them and also hits a few of them, and that's the 4 that fall.
They're storm jelly.
Okay, and did you have anything else? You had a threat.
Oh, we could lose the benefits of the evasive maneuvers that I did. Or we suffer a system strain.
Take the system strain.
Or we slow down.
Okay, yeah, let's take the system strain.
So you're up to, was 5 out of 11? Was that what it was?
We are now up to 5.
Ooh. Okay. I believe it is my turn. Let's go for Wounded Tie number 1. He's gonna just stay on target. He's going to increase his green to yellow. You are evasive maneuverings, so it's a black.
Yep.
Pew! Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Failure.
So
2 advantages and a despair.
he goes up, 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 up. You see the wash of energy off of your shields ignites a fuel line that's been exposed by the previous damage you guys did to him, and he he impacts and skids off of y'all's armor, the shielding, and explodes.
I love it when they explode.
Yeah,
They're so pretty.
My advantages. I'm going to give a black die to the pilot. Tie number 2. You know, he's in a flight mask. You guys can hear him. He's going to fire back at you guys.
Yes, that's why.
That sounds about right.
Yep, he's going to fire at you. I got a success! Yay! And a threat.
And a threat.
And a threat. So my damage is 6.
And I soak a couple of those.
Okay. How's the damage of the ship looking?
5 out of 18.
Oh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. He'll take a black die on his next one.
So what's Delta Flyer up to?
The transport. So the troopers are kind of shaken up, but the other ones, the rest of them, start jumping for the ropes and start sliding down. You see about quick head count. You see about a dozen like slide down the ropes and start to land and do like a kind of a semicircle. They have different gears and weapons. Like most stormtroopers that you guys remember, they have a blaster, and that's what they have. These new Apple iPod kind of troopers have a lot of like. It looks like every other person is a specialist.
That's what happens to the stormtroopers.
Yeah, that's what happens. And they're starting to move. They're not fireball distance from each other, but they start to spread out a little bit and move towards the buildings. You see one with like what might be a rocket launcher. You see another one that might be like a trader Tonfa. You don't know. There's stuff. They have stuff.
I bet we'll get a chance to investigate closely later. Well, I'm going to do a little damage control on my turn.
Okay.
Ooh. All right, so I only cure us of 2 strain.
I assume your threats don't want to take 2 strain.
I'm going to give a blue die to the next to the target characters. I guess to the TIE fighters.
There's only one left.
Gunnery?
Yeah, that essentially
one.
You've now negated his black die that he took, which is fine.
Right, because I'm venting so much heat that it actually like helps him target in. And what I'm going to do for the Triumph, what this does is it brings in much cooler air, which speeds up the computer, and it will upgrade Remy's gunnery skill for his next turn.
All right.
So one of his screens will turn yellow. Hopefully he can kill this TIE fighter before it kills us. But we'll see.
Marshall, what's our target?
We need to get rid of that TIE fighter if we're going to engage those troopers.
All right. I'll try fire discipline again. It worked last time.
Okay.
Boop.
Ooh.
All right. 3 successes. And so, but we do take a threat, which I guess it makes sense to have strain again.
Just try to keep it like 5 or under if you would. I'd appreciate
that. It's at 4. She'll do that, and while she's giving him that fire discipline, I think she needs to call Bernice. Bernice, come in.
Who's this?
This is Kamaya Saris. There's a dozen stormtroopers that just landed on planet.
I told you there's troopers. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Get people out of their way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We can do that.
And get everybody else ready. These guys look like specialists of some sort.
So you're telling her to get everyone away from the area?
Yeah, I'm telling her to get all civilians out of the way.
You can do one of 2 things. You can try and tell her to get anyone who is deputized, which are essentially civilians for the most part. I mean, they're just farm folk, or like the handful, like of other quasi police people. You can tell like direct them to get those people out of the area, or to tell them to try and get ready to fight the troopers. So you got to pick one of those 2.
Remy, any input? You're on the comms too.
Let's see. Yeah, probably take cover. Because, I mean, hopefully we'll be able to
help clean them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, like, we can remove the NPCs that are not troopers from the area, or we can have, like, a Western kind of everybody in the town tries to help and get a gun, but they're going to get shot at.
Yeah, let's remove the civilians. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll clear the area. Give me a minute. You should have about 5 blocks in every direction from there.
Okay, and it's the same. Basically, I get a blue. I aim.
Yeah, you get a blue.
But I have 2 black, so those cancel out.
Oh my gosh! What is all that?
Wow. How did you?
What?
How did you manage that?
Okay.
Wow.
So, okay. First off,
what just happened?
The simplest thing is you don't succeed. So you rolled. Yeah. Hold on, let me count this. You rolled. You rolled 1 failure, 5 advantages, a triumph, and a despair.
That's an amazing roll.
Okay.
What did you do?
Something really cool happens. Something really terrible happens. You do not succeed in hitting the tie, but a lot of advantage stuff happens.
Does he accidentally hit the stormtroopers?
So we could have, as you're sweeping the gun around, clipped a building or a taller, like, tower. So it damages our gun and shuts the system down for a second. We're going to have to damage control to reset it. But it also basically destroys that part of the tower, so it throws debris out and maybe kills some of the ground troops or does something to one of the ships.
Okay, what about this?
The Triumph part?
I can say... Okay, this is so weird. You hit the old church. It's the old church. And the top, like, crumbles in, and the giant brass bell, like, rolls out of it and just... strawberry jams the first trooper that's walking towards it, and everyone else is like, whoa, and everyone starts stepping back. So on this turn, they will not make it into those buildings. They'll still be out in the open. They'll still be able to try and do things, but they will not be able to gain cover or anything this turn. Your gun jams up because, I don't know. It's
The impact caused it to reset or something.
Yeah. So that's your despair. That's your triumph. And now you have
5 advantages.
5 advantages, which you could... I don't know, man. That the TIE fighter is trying to repair his weapons, and you guys are trying to repair your weapons. It's just flying around. If you want to spend some of your advantages, you can make it so the Stormtrooper squad, you've kicked up enough, like, dust that they don't have any shots at you guys. I said every other guy was a specialist, so there's a number of guys in there that has a weapon that might be able to hit you guys.
It's going to be offline until the end of the following round.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay.
Okay, and so that is 3 of them?
You want to recover some system strain? You know what? That makes sense. You're firing your gun resets, which takes a lot of strain off the system, and you can recover some of the strain on the ship.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, that's a weird roll, Brandon.
That was a weird roll.
That's a beautiful roll, Brandon.
I believe it's my turn.
Yep.
All right,
it's your turn.
Troopers take, like, they don't have anything to take cover behind. They're in a cloud of smoke or of dust and everything. So they're starting to pair up in their special weapons teams, but they can't shoot anything. But they're getting ready to. The TIE pilot is going to try and fix his boat because someone hacked his systems. Where's my dice? There's my dice. And you know what? I'll spend a point. I want to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade. Boop.
And he fails with threat.
And he fails with a threat. He takes some more strain. He's you guys can't see any of this, but he's reaching behind himself trying to pull out cords, and he's trying to, it's almost like he's like hot wiring his own thing. He's like, I don't need this hyperdrive engine right now, so he's like trying to unplug it and stuff, but he's unable to. He's like,
All right, let's try to get the gun back online.
Okay.
Because, why wait another turn?
So you get up from your computer console, you go over to the panel in front of the turret,
and I start a system reset, which does not work for reasons unexplained.
But when it's reset, is it more accurate?
God Lord. If you let me heal more strain, I'll do that.
Yeah, sure, you can heal more strain.
Okay.
You realize that the turret going down, eased the system strain. You're like, oh, someone left a quarter in this thing. What the heck? And you clear it out.
That cousin of ours.
Yeah.
Yep, it was our cousin.
I'm gonna kick his butt.
We are down to no system strain. We're good.
Top of the key.
Are we damaged at all?
Yeah,
we
you guys
do have hull trauma.
Something for next turn.
Okay, so we can't fight this turn?
The gun doesn't work, no.
No, the gun's still down.
Okay.
I was trying to get it online.
There's not a lot that I'm able to do.
You and the TIE fighter are just going in circles around each other.
I feel like we just stay in a holding pattern at the moment.
Holding pattern.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Does Cassie want to take the first slot and try to fix the thing again?
That makes way more sense.
Yeah, if you let me.
Yeah, that really does.
Cassie should take the first slot.
Kablow.
Hey!
Wow.
There we go.
All right.
2 successes and 3 advantages.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
The ball
That's
turret
better.
lights back up. Da, 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 da.
Okay, you're back online.
Do you want me to take a shot at him, or do you want to...
Go ahead and shoot.
Okay. Damn it.
Jesus. 2 advantages and a despair.
Okay. I mean,
You've got some rolls, Remy.
I think the gun dies again? Does anyone have a better idea? I think the gun might die again. I mean,
I feel like he just killed the gun again.
I don't think it's fixed. Didn't work.
you know what it is? Like she's pushing the reset, and you ever try and like unlock a car door, and the other person pulls on it the exact same moment that you try and
pushing the
unlock
trigger
it?
as I'm trying to reset this.
Now? What about now? Now? How about now?
Yeah,
now?
just wait for me.
Just now, right? Yeah, I know. Okay. You're looking at me, but it's now. Now?
Yeah. That's what happens. Yeah. You know what? Kamaya already has a blue. I'm going to add a black to the next opponent's.
Okay, so his gun. So
piloting or gunnery check.
So you're the cooler. Is that what you're saying? Like you make it so no one can use guns because he's going to try and repair his.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let me ask you: do you want to give that die to the troopers, or do you want to give it to the ship trying to repair his guns?
I'll give it to the ship.
All right, so it's my turn. I'm not going to upgrade another die. You gave him a black die, so it's 3 green against 3 purple and a black die. Nope.
Failure with the threat.
He's up there. Da-da-da-da. He took another strain. I thought, like, ships would be more reliable.
This battle
in the
is
future.
So weird.
This is like. But I have troopers, so I said there were about a dozen of them. I'm going to say they broke up into teams of 4. So I'm going to say that each special weapons team. So I'm saying there's a launcher in every 4 troopers. So there's 3 launchers. So they're going to try and shoot your ship. So it's 3 purple. You are doing evasive maneuvers. So it's going to be 2 yellow versus 2 purple and a red. They fail.
With an advantage.
With an advantage.
Strain on us.
So they're going to fire. They'll give the tie a blue die. You see 3 rockets that kind of spiral a little bit. Bah, bah. One comes kind of close to you. Bah. That's it. It doesn't hit, though. No one can hit in this game.
Oh, they didn't even have our negative dice for our defense. It doesn't matter. All right, moving on.
Last slot. Who is the captain of the pilot?
I think that's me. Yeah, I can fire discipline again. Here we go. I succeed with 2 threats. However, so I suffer some strain and I line you up again. All right.
Oh man, this is so frustrating.
Clearly, you know what? It's great though because this ship is clearly really old and barely functioning anymore.
I'm going to do this narratively because I like Han Solo as much as the next person. So it turns on, and then he lines up for the shot, and he pulls the trigger, and it shuts off again. And she's already, she's taken a step away. She turns around, looks at the panel she opened, and just slams her fist against it, and it comes on again.
Okay.
Percussive maintenance.
Yeah. And then, personally, I'm going to try to repair some hull damage. So, let me see if I can do anything else with it while we go on to the next turn.
Same as last time. And then my aim negates the black, and I get a triumph.
Was that a success?
Nope. Just a triumph.
Damn it. Oh my god. Guys.
Oh my gosh.
Can we hit something? Can we just hit? Okay, how do we use the triumph?
I don't know.
Okay, can we, because we've been using the triumphs to decimate some of the people on the ground, can this time our ace pilot do another flyby at the church, knowing full well what happened last time, and causes the same thing to happen over again, where more stuff falls on stormtroopers?
So he can fire again, go incredibly wild, hit the ship again, hit the church again, and they can't fire this turn. There's no more church bells, though.
We're out of church bells.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what happens. Oh, it's when you reset it, it goes to inverted controls. All right, let's see if I can fix a ship.
This is such a long combat with no hits.
Hey!
He's repaired, but strained the hell out of
Four
his system.
successes and 3 strain. All right, he's super strained.
I was about to say, that ship's got to be going down from the strain soon.
No, it's still up. It's okay. We got this, guys. It's all right. Solid.
So he fixes it.
He fixes it, but he will do evasive maneuvers.
Okay. Is this the one that I gained the advantage on before?
Yeah. Oh, and the troopers troopers do something you don't see.
So I would love to gain the advantage on them.
Okay.
Are they? How fast are they going right now?
They're going 5. This one still went 5. Or they were
Okay.
both them. Yeah, 5.
All right. My difficulty gets upgraded because I have already done this to them before,
Okay.
which makes it daunting for me to gain the advantage. But I would like to try.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, 2 successes
Wow.
and 2 threats.
Yep.
I do manage to gain the advantage on the ship, which means that they still suffer penalties from our evasive maneuvers,
Yep.
but we do not suffer penalties. So next time Brandon attacks, he will be able to attack without upgrading anything to a red die.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to spend a light side and
Woo!
upgrade one of my
All right, let's do this.
green to yellow.
You do have a black die.
Thank God.
Okay, success and 2 advantages, so that's 6 damage.
No.
Does it explode?
No, it's never been hit.
I want it to explode though.
It doesn't. No.
Okay, well, I do 6 damage to it, and I pass on a blue die. Or, you know what? Since Cassie's going to roll next, I'll pass on a black die to the next opponent.
I guess I need a fire discipline again, but I'm still being evasive. I failed. Okay. All right. This time I did not manage to find the proper opening to line them up.
Tie pilot. So 3 green, no blue, 2 black, and a purple turns into a red. It's not a great roll. Did I wash?
It's just a flat wash.
Okay then.
Nothing happens.
Pew pew. All right, whatever. There's troopers. The cloud moves and they fire.
Come at me, bros.
They're gonna try and fire at you. Do. Miss.
I'm gonna miss.
Threat.
Threats.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get one.
I am going to try to heal the ship
Okay.
with my great mechanical powers. Fudge. So much fudge.
Advantages.
So much fudge. All right. Well, each of you are going to get a blue die, I guess.
So I believe that is now top of the key.
I failed at my fire discipline before. Do you want me to try it again before you go?
Yeah. I mean, like, any help I can get to make this a good roll, I feel like.
Here I go. Alright, a success and 2 threats. So I do succeed. Threats, so take some more strain. That seems to be what that thing does, is I've been
pretty
taking
much.
strain.
Remy, bless some stuff.
Okay, so now I want to aim.
Do you want me to switch from evasive maneuvers and, like, stay on target and make it easier for you? But then they'll have an easier time hitting us?
Claire says yes.
Right.
Yeah, but
Gosh, I really don't know. Because I have no idea. I mean, like...
just make like Han and shoot first. You'll get him.
Ito says do it because it speeds up this combat.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, I start staying on target onto them. Criff this. and like, you see her turn, and all of the cool, fancy flying maneuvers that she was doing a minute ago stop. And she is going straight on.
Right. I aim to negate the black.
Mm-hmm.
2 blue, because Cassie gave me a blue.
Yeah, 2 blue.
And one of my greens upgrades to a yellow. So it's 2 yellow, 1 green against mother.
You failed with 2 advantages.
Oh, I was going to use a light side. I forgot. Damn it.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay, well, I fail and pass on a blue. Or I can pass on... Yeah, actually, yeah, that's good. I give the next one a black.
Okay.
Next opponent a black.
All right, TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter. Woo, TIE Fighter.
Oh my god.
So upgrades one of the TIE Fighter dice.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh.
Well, that hits us.
9. It does 9 damage.
We're up to 10 hull trauma.
I can only do it once. I can't heal hull trauma
He'll
till we land.
He'll slow down by 1 speed. And the troopers are reloading their tubes. You guys clouded them in dust, so you guys didn't see it, but they do have to reload these rocket launchers. Who's the last person?
Cassie.
No, I can spoof missiles, right?
I mean,
these are missiles, right? Not just like rockets?
these are guided missiles. Yeah, you can spoof missiles.
Buy 1 plus additional upgrade for every additional 2
Advantages.
advantages.
You can try and do that.
I mean, it's not like they've hit us so far, but looking at the dice they're rolling, they're rolling really well. So, or they're rolling a lot of good dice, is what I should say. So I'm using a light side dice, just because somebody may as well use it. That is only 1 success. Okay. That does make it one level difficulty.
That's
harder.
good. That is very good.
So
awesome. Okay.
Top.
Fire discipline.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, 2 successes and a threat. Want me to keep saying on target?
Sure.
I mean, that's a heck of a bonus.
We'll do it. It is a good bonus.
The 2 ships level off at each other. They're going towards each other.
Yeah, we're playing chicken.
Yep. What's going to happen?
we're playing chicken.
Kamaya has spent a lot of time in her life playing chicken.
With tractors.
Tractors.
Via Footloose. This old Republic Sith ship flies just like a tractor back home. God, ugh, you're the worst, Luke. Ugh. Sorry, continue. Go ahead.
Don't make up something he said and then
it was kind of
tell
close.
him he's the worst.
It's kind of close to what he said.
It's hardly. You just.
This is just like a trans. This X-wing is just like a. No.
Doesn't say it.
What did he say?
No, you can't say he's the worst for saying a thing he didn't say.
I mean,
you just can't.
I'm
it's
running
not allowed.
it. He said
nope.
it.
Yeah. Refuse to acknowledge. Not going to happen.
All right, Brandon.
All right, I lined you up a shot.
Rumi, you have so many dice.
Okay. Aim to negate the black die. I'm going to use the last light side point. 3 yellow.
And I gave you a blue.
And you gave me a blue. There we go.
There it is.
All right.
Okay.
We knew you hadn't been,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
So this is a TIE fighter. So you go, and it just cores the center of the eyeball of the TIE fighter, and it continues to move and impacts your shields and does absolutely nothing to your ship. It's still made out of balsa wood and tinfoil, even with all the fancy stuff on it. And it explodes on your front windshield.
Yay!
Troopers' turn. Oh my gosh.
Yep,
right. This is
here
the
they
scary
go.
one, right? All right. So troopers,
Let's see.
they're upgraded?
Yep. Oh, yeah. So
Oh.
I stayed on target, which upgrades their attack dice, and Cassie actually upgraded their difficulty dice. So both of those things happen.
Because I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm out of yellow, so I'm going to give myself another green.
Oh no.
Because they only have 2, and they upgrade because there's 3 squads. So the extra upgrade's going to turn to a green die. Pew. Oh, gosh.
Oh my gosh. Another?
Okay,
Another
so
one.
success. This is everything almost. Success.
Threat.
Success, threat, triumph, despair.
Okay. What happened?
So one of the special teams explodes. The other one.
Hooray!
So one special team hits, one special team explodes, and one special team is effectively going to crit.
Okay.
Sound fair?
I guess.
about right.
How much
Well,
damage are we
no,
taking?
but, I mean, let's see what happens.
Oh man, this might be bad.
This could be really, really bad.
So
We still have that farmer in the back, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's still here too. Space Goat Man.
I think he's probably been like half the time that we've been doing
Well,
this.
didn't he like basically pass out?
the ship starts you need to do it's burning, and you need to try and do an emergency landing to keep it in one piece as it starts to go towards the ground.
Okay. All right, what do I need to do?
Give me a hard pilot check.
A hard pilot check.
Hard pilot.
Got it. Alrighty.
So the more disadvantage you take, the more damage everyone's going to take as you guys impact with the ground.
Okay, here I go. All right, I got 2 successes.
Okay.
So I get us to the ground without taking too much more damage?
The ship is almost completely, like, power's turning off, every single warning light's coming on, and it hits hard. It skids on the belly. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of aerodynamicness to spaceships, and you know this for certainty right now. Do. Everyone's jostled, everyone gets thrown around, everyone's like, the sound in their head is all kind of deafened, and the Aetheon is lying on its belly, but kind of off to the side. You know, one wing is up and one wing is kind of down. And you have crash landed. There are still. Yep.
Wait, no.
Because we've exceeded the damage of the ship, we take a crit.
Oh.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Roll me a percentile if somebody wants to, or I can roll it if you don't want to.
I mean, you should roll it.
Yeah, you did it to us. Don't get out of it now.
76. Power fluctuations. A ship or vehicle is beset by random power surges and outages.
Well, this thing is shut down and on emergency power already.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a crash landing.
Assuming we can even fix this thing ever again, which, if it were one size smaller, we would have automatically exploded. So, we got that going for us.
So, the ship, like, everyone's kind of jostled, everyone's in a haze, everything that can make a noise that isn't, like, a little fried on the ship is doing it, and...
Oh, do we hear my cousin's music?
Oh, God.
Why do you hate me so much?
It's so funny.
Yeah, you can hear...
He said everything that can make a noise. I'm just asking.
You hear the slow hair ballad love rock intro of his 17-minute mouth harp solo on his debut album start to come up, as in the same haze you can hear yelling from outside the cracked Durasteel glass kind of windshield. You can hear the unmistakable squawks of Trooper, move up, and that's where we're going to end it. Thanks for listening. To make sure you don't miss any big updates, you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter at No Match Podcast. If you enjoyed our show, please leave us a review on iTunes. No Match for a Blaster is a podcast by Morality Plays. Star Wars, Edge of Empire, Age of Rebellion, and Force and Destiny are made by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. Our theme is by Kevin McLeod. Sound effects by Tristan Lundgren, Vindus, and Akmov. And I would like to thank the best players I could possibly have. Brandon playing Remy Drobash, Claire playing Cassie Saris, and Bobby playing Kamaya Saris. Also, I'd like to thank you, our listeners, and I'll see you next time in a galaxy far, far away.